Look, I voted for Trump, and I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not down with this big, beautiful bill. And let me tell you why. People say all the time, oh, you Trump supporters are in a cult. No, we're not, because we are not in blind obedience.
Yes, you are.
We are more than willing and happy to criticize our own.
This is a sick Negro.
We see so much in this big, beautiful bill that actually is the opposite of much of what we actually voted for. We see a continued increase in spending, unnecessary spending. Not only that, but we also see the increase and encroachment of AI. We see funding of pet projects that we do not agree with.
What is he talking about? All that muscle and no brains. Look at him. I'm surprised. We've lost our brother to the gulag. Like, what is this? Trump has always been Trump. Why should something like this shock you? Oh boy, here we go again. Trump voters trying to save face. We tried to warn you guys. You voted for Trump, now take Trump.
It's supposed to be something huge for the middle class, you know, where most people in America are. And we've all just been misled about it, to be honest about it.
So the big, beautiful bill did pass today, and I just feel a little misled. I feel misled. What do you think?
You know why we voted for Donald Trump? Because the middle class man finally thought he was going to get ahead in life. You said no taxes on overtime. Big, bold, beautiful letter. We thought, hell yeah, why would we not vote for that? Then you turn around and pass the bill and it's a crock of shit.
Well, who would have seen that coming? You see, people have been on this app trying to tell you guys over and over and over that this big, beautiful bill is not what you think it is. And sure, they lured you in with things like no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. But you all have no idea what's actually coming for your states. But over the next couple of years, when you red state Republicans see that your grandma's nursing homes are closing and there's less food in schools and at home for kids in your red states, and all the other things that we said were going to happen from this bill being passed, hey, at least in 2025, you owned the libs and Trump won. America lost. Enjoy the fuck around and find out stage.
Man, it is so funny how many of them have come out of the woodworks. I appreciate the fact that they are refusing to say, I feel lied to, and keep phrasing it as misled, like it was an accident. Moral of the story, don't trust billionaires. I mean, we should have learned by now, after everything that's been going on. You're such a lie, you knew exactly who you voted for. You thought it was only going to be against the black people. Damn. I don't know why I read it like that, but it felt like that was the energy I was getting from it. But hey, it's affecting everyone. Everyone thought otherwise, but the main people who are suffering, and I feel bad for the ones who didn't want it, voted against Trump, but are now suffering for it. Like, what can you do?
Well, good afternoon, America. The big, beautiful bill was signed, and we as Americans have just been given the largest tax cuts. I wasn't going to step up on your video this morning.
You just couldn't help out.
But I'm going to have to do that. We're not going to help out anybody. Y'all been living on food stamps, EBT, Section 8 housing your entire freaking life, and you're not going to do it anymore. If you can work, you're an able-bodied person, go get a job. I'm tired of paying for it. And you, ma'am, probably are on Social Security, so you'll get the help you need. Have the day you deserve.
But for God's sakes, Travis County, help us. Don't treat us like we're nothing out here, because we're not. We're human beings. We pay taxes out here. Don't treat us like this.
One of the biggest scams in American political history is for people that live like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, like this, and for people that look like this to believe that a person that lives like this and travels like this gives a fuck about your well-being. Biggest scam in American history.
I'm wondering, why do you guys buy so much merch? I've never seen so many Trump merches like this in my entire life. I think Trump probably made more money from selling merch than he did from his campaign donations. Someone's like, it's gotta be a mental illness, I'm convinced. It might be a disease like a Trumpcosis or something. Billionaires convinced half of Americans that poor people and hardworking immigrants are the problem is definitely the biggest scam. I voted for Trump. I can't agree with you more. Big mistake. I made Kamala, unfortunately. Didn't impress me.
What the hell did you just say?
Hey, bro, even that English did not impress me. Golly.
Here are the winners and losers from Trump's big, beautiful bill. 4 winners, 4 losers. Winner, corporations. Permanent tax cuts equal bigger profits. Investors win too. Losers, our kids, adding $3 trillion to the national debt we're just kicking that tax can down to the next generation. Winner, high earners. SALT deduction cap raised from $10,000 to $40,000. Loser, low-income families. 12 million families expected to lose Medicaid coverage over the next decade. Winner, waiters and bartenders. Tips are now tax-free. Loser, healthcare workers. Medicaid cuts means 5,000 fewer jobs in the field. Winner, fossil fuel companies. Big boost from rolled back regulation. Loser, Tesla. EV tax credits? Gone. That's 4 winners and 4 losers. Are you a supporter of the bill?
We all lose with Trump. It's looking like it. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. At this point in time, they don't even have FU money. They have money that can allow you to buy spaceships and other planets. Give all your money to the billionaires. It's the Republican way. At this point in time, we pretty much just handed it over to them.
What did you just say about Trump?
I said, Trump's a fucking liar. Inflation's going up. Gas prices hasn't really come down that much. Eggs, oh, that's the funny one. The eggs. I'm mad. And I'm a mega man. Okay? I don't see anything he's done. You know, he played right into my hands. He just told us everything we wanted to hear. They all the right side, they say, oh yeah, the Biden side was so bad. Well, what's so good about the right side? That big beautiful bill is going to add, they say $2.5 trillion. It's going to add about $4 trillion to the debt. The big beautiful bill. Oh, what a joke. Remember what happened in the 80s with trickle-down economics? Yeah, the filthy rich got richer and us guys that worked for a living paid more taxes. I'm disappointed for sure.
I guess he doesn't learn from history. It's funny because we look at them to be the wise one, but it doesn't look like age and someone being wise correlate with each other anymore. At no point did I hear him show regret for the way people are being treated. It's all about how it's affecting him. It took a minute, but I'm so glad he's come to his senses. Welcome back. About 7 to 8 months too late, because we needed common sense before the elections had happened. I've seen our economy destroyed by Republicans and Trump. At this point, we're too far gone. They've dug themselves a hole, let the plane crash and a ship destroy everything, and now the only thing left is just to nuke it.
Probably gonna lose some followers because of this, but I don't even care at this point. You know why everybody's so pissed about this big, beautiful bill? Because they got to get up and move their ass off the couch. They've been living off the government for the last God knows how many years, and now they're going to have to get a job. They're going to have to move. They've been making more than me and you have, who's busting our ass at work every day. So, yeah, they're mad. They're mad. They got to go make money. They actually got to do something to make that money they were making. So, I mean, if you've been sitting on your ass for 10 years, not having to work, and all of a sudden, oh, I got to go to work now and make the same amount or less than what I was making sitting at the house, who wouldn't be pissed?
You could raise taxes and then eat into the deficit. You could raise taxes and protect Medicaid. There are a number of Republicans who want those things. I mean,
you could do that, but you couldn't pass it.
Why not? I mean, Donald Trump at one point was saying that he would be for taxing people who make more than $100 million a year. There was a proposal that was put out by Senator Kelly. Tax people more who make more than $100 million a year. They can afford it. Why is Congress so unwilling, Republicans and even some Democrats, so unwilling, but Republicans right now, to tax people who make an ungodly amount of money more?
Well, I'll try and take that, Katie. I don't know who you were asking, but I'll try and take that.
Anyone can take it. You three can take it. Go through it. Yeah. Brian, you can start.
I give you about 10 different reasons why I think that's the case. And we should also point out that Senator Collins put an amendment during Vote-A-Rama that would tax people making more than $25 million a year as a way to try and fill some of this Medicaid gap. But I think there's two big answers. One, the biggest donors to these political candidates come from that tax bracket, and they do not want to see their taxes increased, and they will penalize any particular member of Congress who votes to raise their taxes. That's the first thing. But then the Republican perhaps clean argument, the one that Brendan Buck would make if he were still a press secretary, is that if you tax the job creators, those jobs are going to go away, and the economy is not going to continue to roar at the level that Donald Trump thinks that it can. That's the argument they make every time you make any sort of a suggestion to tax the rich.
Our politicians are for sale, almost every single one. We all knew this was the situation. And I don't understand why we call it donation when this is blatant corruption. If Jeff Bezos can pay $50 million for a wedding in Venice, Italy, then he can pay taxes in the United States of America. $50 million? Are you inviting extraterrestrials, aliens, or people we don't even know about? Taxation only applies to earned income. Billionaires don't play that. They borrow money against their assets and debt is not taxed. You know, at least he's telling you the truth here, and that's how they're getting away with it.
Got bad news. Because of the big, beautiful bill, we have to cancel your cancer treatment. But billionaires do get tax cuts.
Well, thank God for that. Ain't that something, baby?
But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Do you guys support the big, beautiful bill, or are you in the same boat as these people who regret it? But if this is your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. And if you've not watched, make sure you check out this video. You're definitely going to enjoy it. But needless to say, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.